Hello, YouTubers, and well, happy midsummer to those of you who celebrate that. I didn't really plan to make a video now. I rarely plan to make a video nowadays, but when I get a good idea, then I may join in. And this video is because I saw that Rachel's Ghost Comeback Special, the Rachel Music Ma'am, had started a new video account, YouTube account, and I found out about that through my record collecting friend and YouTube video maker Jörgen S. in Sundsvall. So he made a video for this contest. So I thought, well, why not? Why not? Won't take that long, and I won't use that much energy for it. Right, so first, be subscribed to the Rachel's Ghost channel. Yep, doing that now. I didn't know about it before. Create a video response. That's what I'm doing now. Please leave a comment on this video that you have entered the draw. Okay, I'll do that later. Okay, question 1. Show an album with a ghost on the cover, or an album, band, or even lyric with a ghost featured somewhere in the song. Well, I'm going to show you a children's record. Looks like this, and it says here: Herr Mysrys berättar spökhistorier för stora och små barn. Mr. Mysrys tells ghost stories for big and small children. And this is a record from 1972 with a Swedish comedian, musician, and entertainer Bernt Dahlbeck, who was very popular in Sweden and very active in the late 60s and the whole 1970s up until his too early death in 1978. And I think he was just 38 years old. He died from cancer. This is a record. A copy of this was found at my best friend Roger's home as well. His older brothers had listened to this when they were kids, so we listened to it too. So it's like 8 more or less short ghost stories. The shortest one is just maybe 5 seconds long, and it's just boo. Yeah. Anyway, it's a funny record. It's not that scary. You have to be really sensitive to get scared, but like a comedy ghost stories for children. A playful record. And also I think about my old friend when I listen to this. It doesn't happen that often, but still have it and still listen to it. Think of my old friend Roger, who passed away well, this autumn. It's 11 years ago. So this is my ghost record. And well, I'm not sure he's a ghost, but he's very, very, very old. Maybe that's a ghost. Well, anyway. Number 2. Show a comeback album with this or song with a theme of resurrection or redemption of some sort. I'm going to show you a comeback album, but I'm first going to show you the record before the comeback album. And I'm talking about, this is something that Swedish pop fans know all about. I'm talking about the Swedish singer and songwriter Jakob Hellman, who made his debut album back in 1989. Clever melodic pop, a bit like Elvis Costello inspired. Many 1960s 60s influences like Beatles and so on. And he made this album in 1989. It was his debut album, and it became a super big hit. He had several hit songs from this album, and many today talk about it as one of the best Swedish pop albums of all time. I'm not saying it is, but I'd say this has been mentioned as one of the best Swedish pop albums of all time. So, of course, everybody started waiting for the follow-up to this, but nothing happened. And nothing happened. And years went by, nothing happened. And so then, of course, finally we started thinking, okay, there will probably won't be any comeback until until my friends, in 2020, when they were started to talk, oh, Jacob Hellman is going to make his second album, right, after 31 years. And in early 2021, his follow-up album was released. And this was like it's called Äntligen Borta, Finally Away. And many talked about it. I mean, like, they were a bit felt some fear to listen to it, because they have built up such a big expectation that this would be a masterpiece, because his first album would be a masterpiece. But I have to say, it's a really great album, and it's surprisingly similar in the melodic tone as back in the 1980s. Even though the lyrics are a bit more mature. I mean, it's not a 20-year-old man that has written them. It's a 50-year-old man. And of course, that should be noted in the lyrics. So he made his great comeback in 2021, early 2021, and with a great album. I'm very happy that he did it, and that's a great comeback, if there ever was one. I'm not going to mention ABBA's comeback, because that's a bit obvious, of course. And also, that comeback wasn't as good as this one. Right, number 3, show an album with some sort of association with Michael from 45 RPM Audiophile. Well, I was subscribers of him before, well, since before. Glass is a 45 RPM record, Audiophile record, German artist, etc. Okay, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to pick, some days ago I did some really great findings, found lots of nice 45 RPM singles, great shape, mostly, of all sorts, lots of stuff from the 1960s. And then I found this, that I don't really know that much about this artist, even though I've Googled her now and know a bit more. It's a German artist, so there's the German connection, and it's a 45 RPM. And it's Ulla Norden. Ulla, that sounds like what Americans expect Swedish girls to be called. And some are, but not as many as you may think. And it says, Keine Zeit für die Liebe. No time for the love. And that can often be the case. And Heiß oder Kalt. On the flip side, Heiß oder Kalt. Hot or cold. Well, my friends, today it's a hot day in Sweden. It's one of the hottest days, hottest midsummer eves for many, many, many years. So, if you excuse me, time to get a drink, maybe go out and watch while people dance, singing that they are like frogs, as Swedes do this day. Cheers!